I have loved Pokemon for as long as I can remember. I've played the games, bought the merchandise, and collected the cards. That being said, the trading card game has been on an absolute craze, with soaring high prices. Pokemon as a hobby is the most difficult trading card game to get into in 2026. For collecting, with prices at an all-time high, you would be insane to even think about getting into the hobby. It's almost impossible. Almost. However, playing the game is a different story. This thing right here is probably the worst League battle deck they have released in the last year, maybe 2 years now. We're gonna open it up. Alright, today I have the Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX League battle deck. This has probably been deemed one of the worst League battle decks that Pokemon's released in the recent times. Mostly just because of like the the ace spec that they give and the amount of Pokemon, like the types of Pokemon that they've actually put into this. But what I want to try and do with this is take this deck, because it's marketed as like a battle ready and ready for experienced trainers. It's a level 3 product, and I want to see if one of these things I could take to locals as well as kind of build upon it to try and be a competitive and serious Pokemon player. So hopefully this series is pretty good. We have and on the back here we have a list of the Pokemon that actually come in here, the trainer cards and the energies. To my knowledge, this, again, like I said, this is probably the worst deck that has actually been released. But like I said, we're gonna crack it open and see what comes in it and see what we can do at locals. This side. Okay. Little strategy tips. Set up this side. We also get a burn and poison counter. Set those to the side as well. We get a code card. We'll use that for TCG Online. We get some damage counters. These are going to be nice for us to be using in game. Okay, we're going to set this aside, and we got here our promo cards. Let's try and gently pull these guys out. There they go. Put this aside. And here we are. We have our 3 Mewtwo EXs, our 2 Team Rocket's Crobat EXs, and the really weird A-Spec Scramble Switch. So we'll set those to the side and we'll go ahead and take a look at this deck. Unfortunately, this is all very much randomized, so I will be right back and kind of show how the deck is in order. So I'm back. I've got this deck a little bit more in order now, so it's like more visually appealing for everybody. So we got the 1 Scramble Switch. That's our A spec for now until we get something better. Moving on, we got the, like I said from earlier, the 3 Mewtwo EX. That's going to be our main attacker here. We have double Crobat, or a 2-2-2 line of a, Golbat, Zubat, Crobat line. We got the 1 Mimikyu for when if we go up against any Terra Pokemon. This is going to be really good, but for the most part, this is kind of just like a placeholder, potentially. This is going to be our best Pokemon, like our bench sitter here. Articuno is going to prevent a lot of attacks from Dragapult. That's, like, this ability is really good, so we might need to up this if we can get our hands on more. We got our 3 Torrentula. This is going to be our secondary attacker, I guess potentially our main attacker actually, instead of Mewtwo, because Mewtwo is kind of a little bit to set up. The Spidops is going to be a lot better of an idea. That's the Pokemon lineup. This is going to be our trainers and supporters. Right now it's going to do the supporters first, so since this is a Team Rocket deck, we're going to be focusing a lot on the supporters. Unfortunately, only 1 Petrel. This is actually one of the better supporters, and we're going to need to get our hands on more of those. 2 Archer, 2 Giovanni. Giovanni's actually like our boss. This is boss's orders for this deck, so having more of these will probably be needed for sure. We got 4 Ariana. This is going to be like our lilies, actually really good in our Team Rocket's deck. 4 Proton. This is kind of overkill, but at the same time, like, more Rocket supporters is actually really good. So, and then we got our 4 Team Rocket's Transceiver. This is going to be perfect to search out our supporters. so we're very much needed here. We got our 2 E switch, 2 Night Stretcher, 2 regular switch, 4 Ultra Balls. So we got our ball search, our Pokemon search. So that's gonna be really good. Our own custom stadium here. We got Team Rocket's factory. This is gonna allow us to draw more. So we have a draw engine. Hopefully we can get a 4th one. That'll probably be really, really good early on in the series. This is gonna be our best method of powering up our Pokemon. Team Rocket's energy provides not only darkness energy but psychic energy at the same time, and it's double, almost like double colorless, but it's actually like it's not colorless. It's actual typing. So this is gonna be really good for our Team Rocket's Pokemon. We get 2 darkness energy, 3 psychic, and 3 grass energy. So that's our list for now. Hopefully we can. I'm gonna get this sleeved up and we'll head to locals.
All right. So. Back from locals, I completely forgot to record the games. Well, not really forgot. The tripod that I brought actually didn't fit because I had one that connects to the tables. It actually didn't fit at our playing tables. It was a little too small. The tables were really thick. I wish I got a picture of it to show, but I didn't. But anyways, I didn't have any way to really record the game. So fortunately, it's just going to be a tournament report. But first, before I do that, I wanted to go ahead and show off the deck list. I think we unboxed it and we showed it off, but we'll go ahead and just spread this out for now.
This is the layout of the deck so you guys can get a better look at it, but I also have to apologize. So I went to locals this week, and the tripod I brought to record my games is a desk clamping one, which ended up not fitting the table like I originally thought it would. The tables at the shop were way too thick, so I'm going to give you guys a quick tournament recap. Spoiler alert, we did not do well. For round 1, I was up against Chinchino. My opponent had a decent early setup. I was able to take 4 prizes early on, but I used both Giovanni's to do so, meaning I had to attack through the Chinchino to win, and unfortunately I couldn't punch through the ability, ended up losing. For round 2, we were versus Terrabox, and my setup was very quick while my opponent's was way slower than mine, and he couldn't get any energies established. I ended up winning that game fairly quick by just punching 2/2/2 into the Ogre Pawns. For round 3, I was versus Arboliva. My opponent was able to set up Arboliva turn 2 by using Dawn and Forest, and it was downhill from there. He was able to just snipe the baby spiders before I could get anything going. However, I'm not going to leave you guys without any gameplay, so I went ahead and played a couple games on PTCGL, and these are how the games went. Game 1. The game starts and my opening hand is pretty garbage. So I attach Psychic Energy for turn, then I take a second to think if I want to Ultra Ball for another spider, which I ended up doing. This gave me the chance to do a bit of price checking. I then bench the second spider and pass the turn. My opponent then takes a moment, attaches Fire Energy to their active, and then plays Mega Signal, grabbing Mega Charizard X. Then they pass. On my turn, I play Giovanni and then Team Rocket's Factory. I use the stadium to draw 2 cards, giving me Mewtwo and Petrol. I then bench the Mewtwo and attach Team Rocket's energy to it and pass my turn. They immediately bump my stadium with Battle Cage, attach another Fire Energy, and then pass. I think they were bricking pretty hard. For my follow-up turn, I top deck Team Rocket's Transceiver. I use it to grab an Ariana so I can draw 6 new cards, one of which is the Stadium, which I slam down to draw 2 extra cards. I think for a second, then ultimately play down another Mewtwo and put Team Rocket's energy onto it and pass my turn again. I'm not sure what my opponent was doing, but all they did was attach and pass for this turn. From here, I use Proton to thin the deck to use Stadium to draw more cards. Attach Grass to my active to retreat and bring up Mewtwo, evolve into the bigger spider and use Charging Up, then I pass. For my opponent's turn, they use Boss's Orders on my Spide Ups and then knock it out. For my follow-up turn, I use Night Stretcher to bring back the Spide Ups and evolve. I use Petrol for Energy Switch, use Charging Up and Energy Switch to fully power up Mewtwo. Then I use the Stadium to draw, finding the big spider to charge up once more so that Mewtwo can swing for game. Game 2. I won the coin flip and chose to go first. My opponent mulligans one time and I'm able to see that I'm playing against Dragapult. I start off with Proton to do a little price check and grab 2 Tarantulas, and an Articuno. I bench all 3 and then I attach energy for turn to Zubat, and I use Transceiver to grab Ariana for next turn. My opponent starts off with Crushing Hammer, hitting heads, removing my energy on Zubat. They then bench Monkey Dory and use Pokepad to search out Dreepy. They bench the Dreepy and use Lily's Determination for 8 new cards. Off of that, they find a second Dreepy and a Fire Energy to attach to one of them. On my turn, I evolve Tarantula, attach Grass Energy to it, and use Charging Up to fully power up my first Bite-Offs. Then I use Switch to put him into the active spot and fire off Ariana to grab 5 new cards. I took a second to think and eventually Ultra Balled away Switch Archer to grab Mimikyu. I bench it and hit the Meowth for 150 damage. My opponent starts off by evolving both Dreepy into Dracula. They use both Recon Directive. They attach Darkness Energy to Monkey Dory, use Adrenabrain to move 30 to my Articuno. They use Crispin to grab Fire, Psychic, and fully power up one of the Dracloak. Then they pass. On my turn, I immediately rip the Transceiver to grab Giovanni, then slam it down to bring up Mimikyu and their Dracloak with energy. I retreat back into my Spite-Ups, I bench Mewtwo and attach Team Rocket's energy to Mimikyu. I then finish my turn by knocking out Dracloak. My opponent promotes Monkey, benches Dreepy, then attaches Fire Energy to Dracloak, then fires a Judge, putting both our hands to 4 cards. They then play Crushing Hammer, hitting Tails, use Recon Directive, and play Night Stretcher, grabbing back the Dracloak. After all that, they use Adrenabrain, moving 30 damage to Mimikyu before ending their turn. To start my turn, I use Ultra Ball and discard Zubat, Archer to grab Golbat and evolve using Sneaky Bite to ping the Meowth EX for 20 damage. I then use Ariana to draw 7 new cards, attach Team Rocket's energy to Mewtwo, and then punch Monkey for KO. My opponent promotes Dreepy and evolves into Dracloak. They use Night Stretcher to grab another Dreepy and bench. They play Lilies to refresh their hand. From here they Recon Directive twice, then play Ultra Ball, discarding Risky Ruins, Darkness Energy to grab Fezandipity. They bench the Fez, evolve into Dragapult, and bench Moltres. After that, they play Unfair Stamp and use Flip the Script. They continue their turn with Ultra Ball, discarding Budew, Crispin, to grab Monkey Dory and pass turn. After their 20-minute turn, I top deck Ariana, I play Stadium, use Ariana, attach Psychic to Mewtwo. Here I use Factory to draw 2 more cards, and then pass my turn. My opponent starts with Recon Directive, then attaches Fire Energy to Moltres. From here they play Crispin, putting a Psychic in hand and attaches the Fire Energy to their active Dracloak. Then they take a moment and end their turn. It's my turn and I play Ultra Ball, discarding 2 Proton to grab Crobat. I evolve into it using Biting Spree to ping the Meowth for 20 more damage as well as the Moltres. I attach Team Rocket's energy to Crobat and then play Giovanni to switch in the Mimikyu and the Dragapult. I use Factor to draw 2 more cards, but soon after my opponent concedes and I win the match.
So for our 1 win that we got today, we actually did get a Chaos Rising pack. So we're gonna go ahead and crack this open and just see what we pull this from our prize support. And then next week we'll go ahead and start our budgeting. I'll go ahead and move that, put this aside, and let's see what we pull. So Braixen, Froakie, Pharaoh Seed, Watchog, Ange Floette, something like that. Ninetales, a Ferrothorn, and look at that, we actually got we got a 1/1 line of Pharaoh Seed, Ferrothorn, Wimpod, Reverse Hollow, a Delphox. Ooh, if we have a Braixen, we just need the Fennekin. We could have had that'd be funny. And we got a Delphox. So we got a 0/1/2 line of Delphox. How funny. Great. We'll see what we can do next week.